Let's go.
Hello, and the World Cup is about to start properly for England. We are here for the World Cup Matchday Live special, England versus Croatia in the World Cup. There's been some very good games so far, and can England get off to a winning start? Can they get off to a start that will show that they mean business in this tournament? Lots of people saying that they can win it, and lots of people saying that they can go far. This Thomas Tuchel is brought in here to win the World Cup for us, essentially. So can England get off to that start that they hope to, in terms of making a statement? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Obviously, we are Villa Park Podcast, but we're gonna be England for tonight. We might do these for future games as well throughout the competition. So do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you haven't joined us before. We do watch-alongs, obviously for Villa games, but we're going to do England games throughout the World Cup as well. Get your comments in as well through the chat. David's in the chat. Great to have you in, mate. I think there's a few more than just you now, mate. So, yeah, a few more carries in as well. Hopefully don't injure Rodgers. We'll get into the starting lineup. I want your score predictions as well. We're just over 10 minutes to kick off. And yeah, hopefully we can get off to a winning start. I mean, a lot of people talking about, I was listening to the radio this morning about people talking about whether they want to win or a performance. And, you know, if you could only have one, you'd obviously go for the win, wouldn't you? But there's been so many times that England has sort of flattered to deceive in every tournament that they've played in. So it'd be nice to show some good football. It'd be nice to put together some good moves. I think one thing that England have got in this competition is good substitutions to make and players that will change it. And we've also now got a manager who isn't afraid to make the changes. One of the many criticisms that people had of Gareth Southgate was that he just didn't make the changes. He wasn't decisive enough with making those changes. So that's something that we can see that Tuchel isn't afraid to do. He isn't afraid to leave players out of the team. He isn't afraid to play players that might be classed as unfashionable. And he isn't afraid to make changes when they're required. So in terms of the starting lineup, we'll just get FOTMob up and I'll share the screen. I'm sure everyone knows about the starting lineup by now, but we will share it anyway. And we have no Rodgers, which Kerry says in there, which is I think a good thing in terms of being able to come off the bench and make an impact. No Rashford. Ezri Konsa in from a Villa perspective. Got Jordan Pickford in goal, Nico O'Reilly, Konsa and Stones with Reece James at right back. Then we've got Rice, Anderson. And then in front of them, we've got Anthony Gordon, Jude Bellingham and Noni Madueke. And then Harry Kane up front. So, you know, there's been the talk of Bukayo Saka not being able to last 90 minutes. So that would explain why Madueke's starting. But I do think Saka will come on. I do think Rashford will come on. And they're good substitutions to make, especially with a tired defence. Rashford can come on and cause havoc. And then you've got Bellingham in there as well. And I do think Rodgers will come on at some point. So he's got 3 substitutes that can change the game in those positions and freshen it up. He may start with Rashford in another game and bring Gordon on. He may start with Rodgers in another game and bring Bellingham on. I don't think it's particularly important. I don't think that Thomas Tuchel places a lot of importance on who's starting in games. And I think that the press just make a big thing out of it to try and make a story out of it. But I really don't think Tuchel sees it as being that important. Ollie Watkins as well has got a big part to play, I'm sure, in this World Cup with regards to coming on and making a difference. He knows his place in this team, in this squad. Harry Kane is going to start regardless. But if he can come on with 15, 20 minutes to go and make an impact, and that's exactly what he will do. In terms of the team for Croatia, aging side, obviously they've got some very good players, but Modric and Perisic not getting any younger, but they've still got some good players in that their team. Livakovic, Sutalo, Vuskovic, and Gvardiol. Obviously, we know Gvardiol very well, very good defender. Stanisic, Modric, Pasalic, and Perisic. And then Sukic, Baturina, and Musa up front. Now, Musa, not quite sure. I've heard about him, but plays at FC Dallas. So I'm pretty sure we'll get a good reception. I'm sure we're playing in Dallas, aren't we? So he'll get a very good reception. But yeah, it's a team that we should really be beating. Rich says a nervy 2-1 win. Good evening to you, Ange. Great to have you in the chat. Not really engaged with the World Cup. The ITV coverage is terrible. Too many teams and games that mean nothing. Pretty much, yeah. I'm not a fan of the 10-second countdown, to be fair. The hydration breaks, correct me if I'm wrong, but they did have these breaks in other tournaments, didn't they? I don't think this is unique to this World Cup. Maybe the length of time, but I'm pretty sure they've had hydration breaks in other competitions. But I've actually quite enjoyed some of the games, and I think the way that the English press have covered it, I think is a bit disrespectful, if I'm honest. And obviously is linked to a certain president that people rightly or wrongly don't like. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of the crowds, the stadiums are being full, and I think there's been a lot of really good games. Obviously, the Cape Verde story was fantastic, and the Australia win was very good. The USA winning was good. The Netherlands Japan second half was excellent. So there's been some good games. I do think there will be one or two meaningless games, but again, I don't think that is unique to this World Cup. I think there's been many a tournament with some very meaningless games. I mean, the competition that I remember, the proper one that I really remember is Italia 1990. And I seem to remember some absolutely awful games in that World Cup, but we remember it with romantic, with a lot of romanticism because of how England did in it and because we went out in such agonizing fashion. But I'm pretty sure we had a disgusting game against Republic of Ireland, and we had some really poor performances, and I'm sure there were some terrible games in that competition. So again, I don't think that it is unique to this World Cup. I think there's been some good games, and equally there'll be some poor games. I didn't think the Portugal game earlier on was particularly good, but fair play to Congo for getting a result. And you see a lot of what it means to the players to represent the country. And again, I do think there's a bit of a arrogance of football fans in this country seeing other players wanting to represent their country and not playing for their club. And I think that's disrespectful as well. When you see when they're playing for their countries and what it means, it's amazing. So yeah, it's great. I think it's been pretty good. But there is a lot of games though. I'm definitely not been staying up till 2 and 3 a.m. 100%. I've not been doing that. England players doing the national anthem. And again, we had some stories about whether Thomas Tuchel will sing it. Again, why is that a story? I don't understand it. Ezri Konsa there looking pumped. Jordan Pickford pumped up as well. Looks like a huge stadium there. I mean, it's full to the brim. I think there's still a lot of England fans there. What to say? From Michelle, hey Rich, thank God you're doing a watch along. Builder took our Sky Edition, no Wi-Fi either. Husband doesn't want to go to the pub, but glad can get some high-level commentary. Thank you for joining. Great to have you in the chat. Yeah, I just thought I'd jump on and do a bit of a watch along because haven't done any for a while. Me and Martin did a bit of a show last night covering some of the looking over our predictions from the start of the season. If you didn't catch the show, catch it because there's some absolute corkers in there, particularly George's prediction of John McGinn being the flop of the season. That was a horrendous call, but yeah, we all made them. We all made some bad calls. None of us got the league winners right. I went for Man City. Everyone else went for Liverpool. None of us got the full top 4 right, but to be fair to Kev, he got 3 of them correct. And what else did we have? Martin went for Matty Cash as the flop of the season, which again was a bit of a bad call, but he survived the worst call because George had got that one so wrong. So yeah, national anthems are done. We've got the referee view as the players are shaking hands, and we're just going to a break. Get your score predictions in. I know we said Rich said 2-1, a nervy 2-1 win for England. Do we think Watkins will come on and get a goal? Does anyone like my new little Villa badge there? I've got that from, I think, a company called Themed, and they're going to do a bit of a I'm going to do a bit of a 20% discount. So once they send me the code, I'll put it in the description of the videos. But if anyone does want one, they do Villa badges, they do all sorts of stuff, England badges, but they light up. So then you can get it set up like that. So it flashes. Good for the kids. And you can do, I haven't got the remote for it, but you can do loads of different things with it. But yeah, really nice. And a nice little addition. Still on the adverts at the moment. If anyone wants to sync with me, please just sync with me. Do as much commentary as I can, but we'll try and have a bit of chat as well as the game's going on. Modric and Kane there. That's a familiar ref. He's refs a lot of the Champions League games, doesn't he? This ref. The VAR. Obviously, got to get the sponsors in. High Sense. Big screens in that stadium. So, England team, Pickford, Nico O'Reilly, Ezri Konsa, John Stones, Reece James, Declan Rice, Elliot Anderson, Anthony Gordon, Jude Bellingham, Noni Madueke, and Harry Kane up front. Did anyone see Bielsa, who refused to do his pose? Just look down. Seen Villa have been linked with another young player today out in the World Cup. I can't remember what his name is now. So we've got Livakovic, Gvardiol, Vuskovic, Sutalo, Perisic, Sukic, Modric, Stanisic, Pasalic, Musa, and Batarina. And they're going to 3-4-3 as it looks at the moment. So we are very close to kick off. England look like they're going to get us underway. Is that John Stones with the kickoff? Can't be. No. It's Gordon, isn't it? Yeah, it's John Stones at the kickoff. That's strange. Oh, Declan Rice, not John Stones. All right, we're doing the countdown. Come on, Rich, get the countdown going. And we're off. Right, let's get my screen shared. with me. There we go. What's going on here? Hang on a minute. Messed up here. Why is that gone small? There we go. Sorry, just sorting my screen out. There we go. Oh, Konsa gets beaten in the air there, but Elliot Anderson on the cover. Back to Pickford. Pickford puts it out wide to O'Reilly. Drops it back to Stones. Takes a nice touch. Gets caught under his feet a little bit and has to go back out to O'Reilly, who's in a bit of pressure. Tries to clear it, but Elliot Anderson gets in the way, but he's put it out for a corner to Croatia. Bit of a nervy start here for England. Dalic, he's been there for ages, hasn't he, the Croatia coach? Was he the manager when they beat us in the semi-final in 2018? I think he might have been. Smash a like, people. Great to have you in the chat. Spread the word. Corner to Croatia then. Perisic clips it in. Oh, missed header. And it's volleyed over. Harmless, but a missed header. So England probably just need to settle down a little bit in this game. It was O'Reilly who missed the header. Ball watching a little bit. Konsa then to take the goal kick, just drops it off to Jordan Pickford, who finds John Stones. Croatia just pressing a little bit here. And England, I mean, they're not haven't got it out their own half yet. Ball's back with Pickford. Now he goes out to the right side to Konsa. Konsa looking for a pass. Plays it into Madueke. Madueke drops it back to Konsa again. He's getting pressed. He looks for the free kick, doesn't get it. Croatia coming down the left-hand side, and Stones steps in nicely. And then clears it upfield. England just need to get a bit of control on the ball. They've started really sluggish. Yeah, just turn Lee Dixon off. He's terrible. Any game, he's not. I don't know why they have him on, because he's just not interested in football. Now Madueke drops it back to Reece James. I don't know. He just seems to be bitter about football. I just don't understand why he even watches it. Anderson out to James. Bellingham helps onto Madueke, who gives it away there. Sloppy from Madueke, but wins it back well. Into Kane. Kane, reverse pass looking for Gordon, but it's telegraphed. And Modric can just settle it down for Croatia. Passing it across the back line. Yeah, it's a tough call, Rich. Lee Dixon or Danny Murphy is a tough call. Throw Andy Hinchcliffe into the mix as well. Swear Andy Hinchcliffe must have been a world-class player, because every time he watches a game, he's like, he should have done that and he should have done this. Should have kept his head over, or should have got it on target. I'd love to see how many goals Andy Hinchcliffe scored. Reece James looking for Bellingham down the right-hand side, but it's blocked by Croatia. Nice tackle from Anderson there, wins it back and drops it back to Ezri Konsa. Konsa, nice ball across to Stones. England just settled in a bit better now. And Declan Rice goes all the way back to Pickford. Pickford goes long. Looking for Madueke over the top. Is he going to keep it in? No. Strange start for England. Throw in to England here. Toledo. Konsa looking for a pass, goes across to Stones and back to Pickford. England playing at walking pace, but I don't think it's even particularly hot. Nice ball from Bellingham. Elliot Anderson to Kane, back to Rice. Rice now coming forward. Croatia got everyone behind the ball at the minute. So England going to have to move the ball quickly if they want to try and get through. Konsa. Rice. Anderson. Croatia denying England a lot of space here. So it's going to be difficult to get the wide men on the ball in 1v1 situations here. It's going to be very difficult. Anderson tries to thread a ball through to Kane, but it doesn't work. But England pick it up now. Now Madueke can get in behind. Needs a good ball in. Dummies it. It's into the box. Drops it back to Reece James, but it's looped up in the air. Kane's trying to make the most of it. Hits the shot, but it's out wide. Goes wide. I think it might be a corner to England. It's a little bit better, but it was not the best ball from Madueke, which meant that it wasn't a good ball in the box from Reece James. But Kane made something out of it. It's got a corner to England. And there's Darren Anderson. So Declan Rice to take the corner. Oh, don't do this to me. I missed that. It just stopped. Oh. Is that a pen? No. Oh, it is? I missed that. Yeah, I thought it had to be a penalty. So, penalty to England in the first 10 minutes. My screen just froze and I quickly changed the channel. And to see Nani Madueke brought down, sloppy play from Croatia. And Harry Kane's got the chance to put us 1-0 up. Takes his time. Places the ball. 3 steps back. 4 steps back. 5 steps back. He's got his pose. Here he goes with a little stutter. And it's saved. Oh, that's a poor penalty. That's a poor penalty. Is he trying to say he's moved before the ball? The same weight. Referee's called Turpin. Looks like it's a retake. VAR's checking. Did he move before? Ooh. Oh, yeah, he was in. Was he in front of the line? Yeah, takes it again. It's a poor penalty. A retake. Yeah, I've just had to drop back a few seconds, so I will change my screen, change my time. Sorry about this. It's going to play up. So Kane scored. I didn't see it, but he's put it right into the corner this time. So he's got away with it. So England 1-0. There we go. Harry Kane gets off the mark for England. Apologies for that. I just lost a bit of signal there. So, but I'm back for now. Well, that should hopefully settle England down a little bit because I have been a bit hit and miss. So hopefully the nerves will drop and they can start to press a little bit more. They are pressing right now. Bellingham, Kane, and Madueke were right in there. Kane's dropping deep for the ball. Looking for Madueke in behind. I'm now back ahead. So we'll see how long this lasts, but it's just stopping and starting at the minute. Croatia looking to settle themselves back down. Just playing it across the back at the moment. England just standing off a little bit. Just nice step inside to O'Reilly. Apologies, it's just constantly buffering on my screen. Oh, he's in. Oh, well done from Bellingham there. Brilliant tracking from Jude Bellingham. And that's a corner. Brilliant tracking. Yeah, they have got a tough. That's what we're looking at here. Goal kick. You guys might be ahead of me. I'm 14:36 at the moment, but it keeps stopping and starting. Yeah, it was a goal kick. Ooh. Turned into a good goal kick from Pickford. Kane now to Madueke. Madueke steps outside, hits the shot, and it's going to go out for a corner to England. That's better. That's much better. Much better. That's where you want Kane, isn't it? Just in that position. And Madwecki just steps around the outside, but he couldn't get the power on the shot, but it ends up going for a corner. Declan Rice to take. Clips it in. Oh, Nico Riley got up. Shot from the edge of the box from Anderson's blocked. Picks it back up again. It goes back to Pickford. Pickford, diagonal switch of play. Flicked on by Rice, but it's challenged by the defender and it's out for a throw into England. We're going really direct. Really direct. There's a lot of long balls from Pickford. O'Reilly out to Gordon. I haven't seen anything of Gordon in this game yet, and I think that's probably the first touch of the ball that he's had. Konsa goes back to Pickford. Kane dropping right back. Then he goes direct again, but it's a poor ball from Kane. It's too ambitious, that. And Croatia can pick that up. Bellingham sniffing around. Didn't quite get hold of it. Ball goes out wide now for Croatia. Inside. Bellingham does well to track back, but Croatia still keep hold of the ball. They do play some nice football. Gvardiol tries to clip it over the top, but it's too long. Pickford can pick that up. Rice now. We haven't got Reece James in the game at all. Gordon hasn't got in the game. Bellingham, apart from that, tracking back, hasn't really had a touch of the ball. And very strange start from England. Very long and direct. Madueke's look lively. Reece James now. Back to Konsa. Now Pickford. Wouldn't be surprised to see a long ball. No, he goes to Stones this time. Not sure if what the surface is like, because the ball seems to be getting stuck under the player's feet quite a lot. That's better. Now Rice can get forward. O'Reilly's coming forward as well. Nice ball. Bellingham goes back though to Konsa. Konsa just drops it off to Elliot Anderson. But there was nice play out. But probably could have looked forward there. Bellingham clips it over the top looking for Reece James, but it's going to go through to the goalkeeper. Yeah, it does seem a strange one not playing Rashford. I mean, they seem quite reluctant to use him as well, David. Headed down by Rice, but it's a free kick to Croatia there. Sukic, I think he got trodden on. Croatia looking to. Oh, Ed Anderson steps in really nicely there. Now England on the attack, but he couldn't quite. He was caught in two minds there about who to pass to, and he tried a little outside the foot pass to Harry Kane, but it just wasn't enough quality. But he did well to step in. John Terry sitting next to Arsene Wenger there. Modric takes the free kick. Oh, he's still controlling the game, isn't he? Croatia now coming forward. They're dangerous coming forward. Perisic, block cross by James into Harry Kane. Now Bellingham. Oh, lovely play by Bellingham. Now he's striding forwards. He's got Madueke screaming for it, but he's still going, Bellingham. Still going. Oh, tries to step inside, but he couldn't bundle his way through. Didn't quite have the options and didn't get his head up. Probably should have held the ball up, to be honest, but can't fault him for striding through. It was really good play. Yeah. We know if Morgan Rogers had been on that, he would have took it round him, wouldn't he? Definitely. Gordon now gets a couple of touches. Drops it off to Ezri Konsa. Konsa looking for some movement ahead of him. Finds Bellingham. Back to Reece James. Back to Konsa. Konsa just getting pressed a little. Goes back to Pickford. And then Pickford went to look long. Kane's dropped right in. Got Nico O'Reilly into Gordon. Gordon, nice little touch. He's got a bit of space. I'm not sure who that was to, though. He did all the hard work and then puts it straight out for a goal kick. Very strange ball. Yeah, just seeing that penalty again. He just stepped in front of the line. It's a poor penalty, though, from Kane. But he gets the reprieve. So we're in a hydration break. England 1, Croatia 0, penalty from Kane. Thanks for joining, people. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're on 7,000. I think we're about 5 away from 7,200. Yeah, so these hydration breaks have turned into coaching breaks. I do wonder if any of these will be brought into the Premier League. I do wonder. So just looking at England playing out from the back, and then they've changed that a lot. Now they're going more direct, aren't they? Much more direct. Yeah, it does. It does turn it into quarters. It does. Like I said, I think they've had them before, but they haven't had them for this long. It's like a 3-minute break, isn't it? Then it adds the 3 minutes on at the end of the half. I'm not sure, mate. I'm not too sure. She was before. So we'll get restarted again. It's a goal kick to Croatia. After that poor ball from Anthony Gordon. But as it stands at the moment, England 3 points. Long kick upfield from the keeper. Headed down by Anderson, picked up by Declan Rice. And he drops it off to Nico O'Reilly. Back to John Stones. Alan Anderson to O'Reilly. Stones and across to Pickford. It's a little bit better. I imagine Tuchel was like, move the ball quicker when you're in areas to pass it. Pickford's gone long, looking for Gordon. Goes back to the keeper now. Madueke putting a little bit of pressure on. Keeper going long as well. Headed down. Modric now. Gets away from Bellingham. Croatia with Perisic. Plays it back to the centre back into his own half. Modric now. Letting him get on the ball a bit too much for my liking. Clipped out to the right-hand side. Again, Modric on the centre circle. Across to Guardiola. Perisic. They play some nice football, but they're not really getting anywhere. England keeping an organised line. Good shape. It's one thing you can say. And the keeper goes long again. Flicked on by Perisic, but Anderson read it well and he goes back to the goalkeeper. And Konsa stepping forward, just chops back, gives himself a bit of space, finds Anderson. Across to John Stones, out to Nico O'Reilly, inside to Harry Kane, but it's a poor ball and a poor touch. There's a shooting opportunity here for Croatia, but does well. England do well, and Kane picks up a free kick there. I mean, I like it when he comes back deep for the ball, but he shouldn't really be coming that deep because they kind of feel obliged to pass to him. Yeah, I don't know why they stopped the clock, mate. They just seem to add 3 minutes on at the end. Here's Stones. Ball forward, looking for Madueke, but it's cut out. Not really playing it through midfield at all at the moment. It's not good football, really, from England. There's been a couple of passages that have been okay, but looks a little bit disjointed. Long kick forward. Headed up in the air by O'Reilly and picked up in midfield, though. Driving forward. Looking wide for Perisic. He'll just about keep it in play. Faced up by Reece James. And then a crossfield ball. And then it's back out to the right-hand side now. Gordon trying to do some defending. Clipped in. Flicked on. Headed away by Reece James. Modric picks it up. England a little bit, they're keeping a reasonable shape, but it's a little bit last ditch, a little bit kind of looking at each other. Not quite sure where to be. Croatia getting more and more confidence in this game. Only real chance has been the penalty, and there's not been. It's been a shot from Madueke that was put out for a corner, shot that went wide from Kane that was deflected. But apart from that, no real chances. And Croatia getting a bit more momentum in this game. But the score is 1-0. Nice play from Gordon stepping in there. Bellingham picks it up. Little reverse pass. Gordon to Rice to Kane. Now out wide to Madueke. This is a bit better now. Cross comes in, low cross. Bellingham. Oh, he can't get anything to it. England asking for a penalty here. But that's the best bit of play that they've had. Nice bit of play in midfield, and then Kane sweeps it out to Madueke, who puts the cross in, low cross. No, it's not a pen, not a pen. But that's much better. I just wish they'd play the ball a bit quicker. Walking football. Stones. Just waiting for players to get into position. O'Reilly to Anderson. Tripped. Free kick to England. Just seeing the Bellingham chance. Yeah, it's never a penalty. But better, much better from England. Anderson now to Rice. Oh, that's a dangerous pass, that. What's he giving there? Free kick to England. Got a bit lucky there. Gordon now. Chance to run it. He's fullback, but he's doesn't beat him. It's out for a throw in. It's been very quiet from Anthony Gordon. Just not really had any opportunity to get into the game at all. Madueke's looked a little bit more threatening, but even he hasn't touched the ball since that. Before that cross, he hadn't touched the ball for about 10 minutes. Long ball upfield again from Pickford. Picked up in midfield by Croatia. It's out wide. Just about kept in. Is that a free kick to Croatia or was that a throw-in? Free kick to Croatia. England again, just playing with a few nerves here. I don't think O'Reilly's been great. I don't think Konsa's looked as composed. I know it's nervy playing in a World Cup. Not quite looked as composed. Thankfully, they haven't been put under too much pressure. There's Pickford putting it out of play. Why is he doing that? Just making silly decisions, sloppy decisions. If there was a better team that would punish us here. Cross comes in, headed into the box. Well played. Oh, just again, Bellingham, poor. Manages to win it though. Now he can drive forward. He's got Madueke outside. Plays to Madueke. Madueke putting on the afterburners, getting into the box. He's got Kane and he's got Gordon. Holds it up though. Modric standing him up. Plays it back to Reece James. Reece James clips to the back post. Oh, headed away by Croatian defender. Picked up by O'Reilly. John Stones. Elliot Anderson. Out to Reece James. Now to Madueke. Reece James now. Puts the cross in. Oh, Kane was up, but the defender did well to head it up in the air. Rice trying to keep it alive, but it's picked up. And Croatia can clear. And clip ball out to the left-hand side, headed back by Perisic, and now Gvardiol can bring it forward. That was a bit better from England. It always look like they just don't quite know where each other are. They just never quite look like... I know that might come as the tournament goes on, but they just never quite look like they trust each other fully. Stones to Anderson. Come on. Let's get a goal before half time. Last 10 minutes of the first half. Konsa now. Drops it out to Reece James. Anderson. Little ball around the corner, but it's picked up by Croatia. Again, sloppy passing. Croatia looking to punish England now. Oh, cuts inside Stones, drops it back to the edge of the box. Shot. Oh, my word. What a goal that is. And it's 1-1. And I said it was coming. It's too many sloppy mistakes from England. Too disjointed. And to be honest, that started Konsa playing a needless little pass to Reece James. He didn't need to play that pass. Then it went into Bellingham. It was just a poor, sloppy pass. And then John Stones getting beaten, all ends up. Cut back to the edge of the box. Great strike. Pickford gets a hand to it, but can't keep it out of the net. And no more than Croatia deserve. No less, sorry. Yeah, terrible. Really poor from Bellingham. And he did that 5 minutes before when he managed to get away with it. But it's a poor. I've said it. They just don't look like they trust each other on the ball. I'm not quite sure. Big up to you. Be happy. It's 1-1. England need to wake up here because they've just been playing at walking pace. They've been trying to wait for a mistake to be made and then try and capitalise, but just not done enough. They've not had a real shot since the penalty. And Croatia have been far the better side. They've been giving Modric way too much time and space in that midfield. I'm not quite sure what shape they're playing. Gordon's hardly got involved in the game at all. You've got Nico O'Reilly here pressuring the fullback. Well stepped in there from Konsa. That's better. But yeah, England really need to wake up. And there'll be question marks over the starting lineup as well. No Rashford, no Rodgers, no Gahey. I mean, John Stones getting beaten all ends up there. There's going to be questions raised about that. Yeah, Gordon's going through the motions. Hit the like button, people. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Thank you for joining. England won, Croatia won. And it's not been a good first half at all for England. Bellingham losing out again. Elliot Anderson trying to win it back, but gives away a free kick. I just hope that Tuchel gets into him at half time, because this has been really sloppy. It's almost like they're playing like, when Villa were played away from home and trying to act like they're in control of the game, but not actually in control of the game. It's been like that. They've been going long balls, not winning second balls. Free kick there to Croatia, given against Ezri Konsa. It looks like he's the one who's engaging in the physical battles, the headers and the tackles, and Stones is dropping off. Just not do it. Look, O'Reilly just looks completely overawed here. Reece James been very quiet. Now we've got Declan Rice pressing the furthest forward. Like, what? There's no shape to this England team at the moment. Declan Rice now, the furthest forward, and manages to press and get a throw in, but he'd be leaving a huge hole in that midfield. This is not the start that Thomas Tuchel wanted. Konsa to Reece James. Elliot Anderson helping it on. Now he's got Madwecki in behind, but well covered by the defender. Vuskovic. Throw into England. Is it a corner or throw in? Corner. Yeah, corner. So we've got Kane, Stones, Konsa, O'Reilly, Bellingham. So big players in there, big physical players. Cross comes in. Headed by Kane. Oh, that's a beautiful header from Harry Kane. Great header. And that's 2-1 to England. Great delivery. Great header. And England back in the lead. Get in. Ruthless. Look, what were Croatia doing though? Just leaving him free. They're looking at each other as if to say, where were you? Perfectly placed header into that bottom corner. Great header. Yeah, came to the rescue. Well, your nervy 2-1, Rich, could be right. Tenth World Cup goal. So Croatia only back on level terms for a few minutes. England's set piece kings, penalty and goal from a corner. And now they look to shut off this half. And a long hoof-up field from Pickford. It's still so disjointed. I can't. I mean, if we didn't have Kane for finishing, it'd be such a poor side. The passing is so bad. Madwecki almost got through there. We've hardly seen anything of Anthony Gordon. We've hardly seen England down the left-hand side, to be honest. It's been strange half. Well played by Anderson. So it was a good flick on there. Reece James getting beaten in the air. Stones to O'Reilly. Does a nice turn there. That's better. Now to Rice. Now England can get forward. Right, O'Reilly out on the left-hand side. This is much better. A little step over. Drops it back to Gordon. Gordon keeps it alive to Bellingham. Bellingham steps away and gets the free kick to England. Did well to keep the momentum. Yeah, Croatia manager not happy about that. Five minutes of injury time. Madwaki and James over the ball. We'll talk some Villa stuff at half-time, people in the chat. Poor free kick from Reece James. Blocked. Gordon trying to press. And then does well. Forces the defender to kick it off in minutes to throw into Croatia deep inside their own half. Yeah, it was a poor free kick. Really poor. Headed up in the air by O'Reilly. Croatia looking to one last attack. Spread out wide to Perisic. It's facing up Reece James. Into midfield now. England just standing off a little bit here. Everything is just in front of them, though, which they won't mind. There's still a bit of time to go in this half. Gvardiol trying to keep it alive. Goes back to Modric. Modric now stepping forward. Still on the halfway line. Switch that wide to Perisic again. Let's put it out of play, though. Put it out of play. He's happy. Given away by Harry Kane. Croatia coming forward. Modric is so clever. Strike. Ooh. Pickford had it covered, though. Kane's asking for a free kick, but couldn't see it myself. Yeah, it was comfortably wide. I don't understand the point in that goal kick. Why doesn't Pickford just take it long himself? Just leaving a huge gap in the midfield. Just doesn't make sense. Yeah, probably is a free kick, though, to be fair. Croatia ending this half strong. They look comfortable on the ball. They're far more comfortable on the ball than England do, which is something that I thought we'd got over. Just don't look good on the ball at all. It's just on the attack here, Croatia. They look dangerous, but they're still not getting in behind. They're having to shoot from distance. They're congregating. Oh, clip over. Perisic tries to head it out. Oh, it's going to be a goal. Oh, my word. Another great goal. I literally just said, haven't got behind us. And then just a straight ball into the box. Perisic heads it down to the on-rushing Musa. And he hits it first time volley straight through Pickford. And it's 2-2. And we're just watching them. Oh, I think he's offside. We're going to get lucky here. We're going to get lucky, I think. Are we going to get lucky on that one? It's a good finish. It's a very good finish. Is he offside? No, he's not. Well, what a interesting half of football. 2-2. And England, I can say, if they didn't have Harry Kane, the finishing of Harry Kane, we have looked terrible. Absolutely awful this half. I can't think of it. I mean, even Kane, even though he scored 2 goals, his passing's been poor. He's been dropping too deep. He's given the ball away. His control's been off. Everyone's has been really disjointed. Bellingham's been poor. Gordon's not got involved in the game at all. Madweki's tried in little fits and starts. James has not got involved in the game at all. Konsa's looked a bit nervous. Stones has looked sluggish. And Anderson's looked more playing like a centre-back than he is getting forward. Rice, hardly seen him involved in the game. O'Reilly looks completely overawed by the occasion. It seems like we're using Pickford for long balls from the back. It's just a mess. Really sloppy, Matt. Really sloppy. Really, really poor performance, that. And 2-2, Croatia 100% deserve to be level at halftime. They've looked more in control of the game. Their passing's been better. They've looked more threatening on the ball. Every time that they have possession in the England half, they look like they're going to score. England just look like they're trying to create something on the break. It's just really disjointed performance. I can't quite put my finger on what's going on. Another wasted World Cup. Yeah, Kane to the rescue. England very lucky in halftime. Yeah, exactly. It's you look at Modric and he just knows how to play international football. He knows everything about playing international football. Yeah, he is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the chat. We'll talk. Hit the like button. We get more people getting involved, which is great. Thank you for joining. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thoughts on that second half? Might get a bit of Villa chat as well in there as well. Do we need Rodgers on? Yeah, it was, mate. It was. I can't believe that didn't get checked because he did look offside. He really did look offside. But yeah, Rodgers. Does Rodgers need to get on at half time? You know, all the talk was of Bellingham starting over Rodgers. Bellingham's so much better, and he's the man for the big occasion. He's been awful. His passing has been way off. He doesn't link up with Kane. He doesn't carry the ball well enough. He's so bad. So bad. Saka needs to come on. Yeah, just poor. Just poor. Got to get Rodgers on. I mean, if Tuchel has got anything about him, he'll make the subs at half time. He will. He'll make the subs at half time. Yeah, he's poor. He's been really poor right back. His positioning has been bad. He's lost every header against Perisic. He's playing within himself. You know, he's not dominating. He doesn't look fit. Yeah, not good enough. Rodgers should definitely come on, Michelle. I agree. The Croatian zonal marking at left. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally. They were all looking at each other. Good evening, David. Sack the manager and get Harry Redknapp in. Do a Tunisia. Sack the manager after the first game. I just don't know what to make of it. It's been so strange the way that they've approached this game. So strange. They've just long balls from the back, no playing through midfield, and not get Kane just dropping way too deep. Doesn't need to drop that far deep. Then the goal kicks that go from Konsa to Pickford, who boots it upfield. What's the point in that? You're leaving your defenders a huge gap from your defense to your midfield. Just let the goalkeeper take it. It's really strange. Yeah, Perisic is 37 years old and Modric is 40. Yeah, I know. Anyway, let's chat a little bit of Villa. Thoughts on Rodgers and the potential move. I know we talked about this yesterday. A little bit. Then we've also been linked with who've been linked with today. Here, let me just have a look. What was his name? Lille forward Matías Fernández Pardo. Versatility is a major asset in the eyes of Villa, being able to play in several positions in attack. Scouts from Aston Villa currently present in the United States to observe the performances of several players during the World Cup, including those of Fernández Pardo. So any thoughts on him? I can't remember him particularly for Lille. But any thoughts on him? And any thoughts in general on the transfer activity? It's gone very quiet at the moment. I heard about Garassi. There'll be various players, I'm sure, offered to Villa. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a strange one because we've obviously got multiple players at the World Cup. So we're going to have a disjointed pre-season again. I don't know. But yeah, Rodgers, I actually think he goes, I really do. I really think he goes. Martinez potentially as well. But I want to see us make a marquee signing. I really do want to see us make a marquee signing. What we got here, why it's such a tough watching England, because it's like watching us playing out from the back. We don't get a break. Yeah, I said that, mate. I said that. This performance reminds me of so many Villa performances away from home last season where they're acting like they're in control of the game. They're acting like they're in control of their own destiny, and playing like it. But the actual what's going on in front of them in terms of the actual match is not showing that. Croatia were far more dangerous with the ball going forward, far more menacing. England just looked disjointed, laboured, sloppy, waiting for someone else to do something. It was, it's really, really, really sloppy. I mean, look at that goal there. Konsa, his body position's terrible. Stones not covering behind. Reece James, ball watching, just all over the place. All over the place. Yeah, Konsa's knee playing him onside. Michelle said, I've got the game on my laptop using my phone's data, which is a nightmare working from home earlier. Yeah. Oh, well. Well, I bet you wished it was better for work and you couldn't watch it right now. I mean, yeah, Gibbs White. Yeah, it'd be great signing. Great signing. Spurs signed 3 players already. Yeah. It's a bit quiet on the Villa front. Rashford on. Yeah, we've got to get Rashford on. We've got to get Rashford on. Would rather Rodgers goes than Martinez. Yeah, that's a good call, I said this. We talked about this yesterday. Like the Martinez-shaped hole that will be left in this team if Martinez goes. And then the goalkeeper coming in has such big boots to fill. It will be a big loss losing Martinez. Need to get rid of the Deadwood, yeah. Maguire not being taken was criminal because he's solid and dependable. Well, this is the thing, right? You've got Gahey, haven't you? So the 3 main centre backs there, Konsa, Stones, and Gahey. But then you've got Jarell Konsa. very, very strange decision taking him. You've got Dan Burn, again, strange decision, although he can be quite versatile, can be good in the air. But Maguire, yeah, for me, probably. Yeah, can't sign him until June the 30th. I agree. Yeah, that's correct. James and Konsa, yeah, absolutely, both at fault. Konsa's not looked good this half. Not looked good at all. The ball's been getting stuck under his feet. He's not quite sure whether to run forward with the ball. He's not quite sure whether to just pass it, to drop it off. Yeah, just not been good at all. I think part of that is the runs that Rodgers would make, and he'd be able to find Rodgers in those little gaps. Bellingham's not making those runs, so he's in two minds about where to pass it. Reece James, I mean, that first goal started from the fact that Konsa tried to play a tiny little pass to Reece James that there was no need to play that pass. And James tried a little reverse pass into Bellingham. Bellingham then gave it away, and we're all at sea. Yeah, Martinez is so influential. I just wish we'd have signed. I like Beezer. I wish we'd have signed, though, a younger goalkeeper, a young, highly rated goalkeeper that would then step into Martinez's shoes. We haven't got that right now. I wonder, are there any young players that have been out on loan that will trouble the squad? Would a Tristan Rowe at right back be a good understudy to Cash? Would Hemmings, I think he benefits from a loan, but would Broggio potentially come in? Would Jimo Aloba now potentially be ready to come in? Would who else have we got? Would Brad Burrows, although he'll probably go out on loan, won't he? I'm just wondering, I know people have mentioned it, but would a Lewis Dobbin now be able to make it in this squad? No, I'm not talking about the first team. I'm just talking about the squad. It'd be interesting to see if any of these players that have gone out on loan will have any sort of impact on the first team next season. Be interesting to see. Since we're playing the long ball consistently, would Ollie? Yeah. That's again. You play. Well, the thing is, we're playing the long ball, but Kane isn't the one receiving the long ball. Kane is the one passing it back to Pickford, and then the ball's going long, and it's Jude Bellingham trying to press for it. At one point, Declan Rice was the furthest forward. This formation is a complete mess for England. A complete mess. Complete and utter mess. None of the, yeah, it probably, mate. Yeah. I agree. But maybe some of them will make money for us. I'm just seeing what people are saying in the chat, in my various WhatsApp groups. So, do we think anything for the second half? What are we thinking? Illing Jr. and Barrenechea, I think they're gone, mate. I think they're gone. Yeah. Cash would have been good here. Yeah, Rodgers on the left. For some reason, he really likes quick wide players, doesn't he? But they haven't even made any runs in diagonal in behind Harry Kane. They've just stayed out wide. It just looks, it's a complete mess. I really can't. I really can't quantify what a mess this performance is when we run the ball. It's so disjointed. It's terrible. Terrible. Rodgers on for Bellingham and Rashford for Gordon, please. But we'll see if any substitutions are made. Yeah, Mick, I 100% agree. It's more about intention and about purpose and having some organization. You know, you can make all the subs you want, but if you're going to carry on playing the same way, just booting the ball upfield, I don't know what we paid 10 million, however many million a year for, just to boot it upfield, because I could have told them to do that. Oh, looks like Rashford's on. I'll be back in 2 seconds, people. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I will be back very, very shortly. Right, we are back. If you want to sync with me, I haven't yet kicked off. Has there been any subs there? Don't think there has there? Right, we're off. So, England 2, Croatia 2. Harry Kane with both goals for England, and then Batorina and Musa, the goals for Croatia. Yeah, Gordon's still on. Hopefully, Tuchel got into the players at half time. Anderson needs to get further forward. 2-2. I don't think it would be the first half that Thomas Tuchel would have wanted. Stones now out to Nico O'Reilly. Keeps hold of the ball, goes back to Stones. Again, England just walking though. Walking. Why are we walking? Stones is pointing to where he wants the England players. Why don't they know where to go? Konsa. Anderson. Nice ball over the top. Here's Bellingham now. Oh, now Bellingham's driving forward. Oh, lovely goal from Jude Bellingham. And that's what we needed. Nice ball from Anderson. Nice ball from Anderson, and Bellingham. No thought other than to go for it, to go for goal. It's exactly what he did. And nice finish into the far corner. It's a bit of a bobble finish, but that's better. Direct. Nice bit of play. Madueke nearly took it on, but Bellingham decided, no, I'm having it. And then a strike across the goalkeeper, in off the post. Great finish. Great finish. Yeah, just he probably, if he'd have hit it really well, the keeper would have probably saved it. But because it went across, because he didn't quite get the right connection, it went across the keeper. So now 3-2 to England. That's better from O'Reilly. Gordon putting pressure on the goalkeeper. Forces a rushed clearance. Now it's Bellingham again. Oh, saved by the keeper. And it's out for a corner. That's better. This is better from England. Putting the pressure on Croatia. Much better. Could have struck it a bit better. I always think with Bellingham's technique for striking the ball, it's not always the best. Another corner. Are they going to go man-to-man? Are they going to zone up? Right, clips it in. Oh, again, header. Oh, how's he put it wide there? Who's that? O'Reilly. Oh, no way. A free header. Completely free. And he heads it wide. Maybe it would have been blocked by Gvardiol if he'd have headed it on target. Two or three big chances. I mean, England put one away, which is great. But another 2 chances to put this game away from Croatia. And they've missed them. But better start to this second half. Clearly, whether it was the players, whether it was Tuchel, they've said that first half was not good enough. Needed to up the tempo. It's exactly what they've done. Still not happy. That's better from Reece James, stepping in ahead of the Croatia midfielder. Croatia can get forward. Gordon, again, pressing with a bit more intensity. Just need to put the pressure on Croatia a bit more here. Far too passive, far too slow in that first half. As soon as we put the pressure on Croatia, they started winning the ball higher up the pitch. But good winner from Croatia here. Oh, great play from them. And he gets the free kick. Still dangerous. Still a dangerous side. Modric to take the free kick. Don't let it be 3-3. I mean, this game, it's been a mad game. Clipped in, headed up in the air by Harry Kane. Cleared. Can England break? Gordon, he's got Madueke. Oh, I couldn't find Madueke. Again, England trying to press. Rice as well. Madueke, Bellingham pressing. Gordon pressing. But to be fair to the Croatian, he got it away well. O'Reilly, nice sidestep. Now Rice can drive forward. This is much better from England. Getting into the box, hits a shot. Oh, great save from the keeper. I thought that was flying into the top corner. Well, that's the best thing Rice has done all game as well. Hardly really mentioned his name. Probably just a little bit too close to the keeper, to be fair. But corner to England. Definitely. Cheers, Mick. Thank you, mate. See you later. Corner to England. This is much better now. First 6 minutes. First 6 minutes of this half, they've done more than the last 45. Rice with the corner. Another good one, but it's headed away by this time by the Croatian defender. Picked up again by Declan Rice. Nice little drop of the shoulder. Gets the byline, clips it in. It's another corner. Perisic. Now England putting the pressure on Croatia. Short one this time. Madueke. Back to Reece James. Across to Elliot Anderson. It's a bit slow. Back out wide to Declan Rice. Headed down inside to Madueke. It's got looks for the free kick. No, it's a goal kick. Yeah, I thought that potentially should have been a free kick, to be honest. So, much better start to the second half for England. Just need another goal. Good winner from John Stones there. That's, again, miles better. Now back to Pickford. Konsa. Back to Jordan Pickford. Harry Kane's come really deep again. Again, not quite sure why. Anderson, back to Pickford. Out to Ezri Konsa. Konsa now can come forward. Plays it into Bellingham. Bellingham drops it off to Reece James. That's better. Now into Harry Kane. Kane driving forward. He's got Madueke outside. This is miles better from England. Drops it into Reece James, but it's a corner to England. That was the best bit of play that they've had all game. Playing out from the back. Declan Rice attack the corner. Corner comes in, headed. Oh, great save. Headed down again. Scrambled in the box or just cleared. Just cleared from Croatia, but ball back out to Declan Rice. Great cross. And is that another corner? Keeper's got his hand on his head. He's thinking, how the hell did that not go in? O'Reilly again with the header. Saved. Gordon tries to head it down. Saved again. And then it's cleared. Cleared by the Croatian defender. Gordon probably should have scored there. Just needed to head it anywhere. What are we checking? Oh, no. It's fine. England definitely been practicing set pieces. Every single one of them dangerous. Punched away this time by the keeper, though. That's a throw into England. Taken quickly, Gordon. Hoofs it. Oh, brilliant play from Kane to hook it back. Madweke back to Kane. Kane hits the shot across the keeper. Great save again. Kane again. Pushed away by the keeper. Bellingham slides in, wins the ball. Gordon, little 1-2. Bellingham clips it into the back post. Kane. Oh, he's slid in and it's ended up pointing it across the goal and it's cleared by Croatia again. England just can't get this fourth goal. But playing so much better. So much better. Yeah, should be out of sight now. Keeper's an absolute worldie. That's a brilliant save. Clipped in. That's the defender. That's probably a free kick, to be fair. Kovacic coming on for Modric. Will there be any England substitution soon? Stones finds Ezri Konsa. Konsa goes back to Pickford. Spaces should open up now more for England. Konsa out to Reece James. Back to Ezri Konsa. Pickford. And he drops it off. England looking much more relaxed now. I mean, they've had 18 attempts at a goal, 9 on target. 2 shots on target from 4 attempts for Croatia. Pickford out to Konsa. It's noticeable Pickford hasn't just blasted it upfield. There he goes. Blasted it upfield. Headed it down. Headed away. Won by Reece James. That's better. Winning second balls. Nice bit of skill from Bellingham. Dropped off to Stones. Again, nice turn. Bellingham's having much more of the ball in this half. Elliot Anderson coming forward with it. Drops it off to Declan Rice. Gets it back. John Stones into Rice. But it's better from England. Bellingham starting to dictate. Kick forward from the Croatian goalkeeper, but Croatia just look like they've lost a little bit of impetus. England really need to step it on. Stones tries to clip the ball over the top, but looking for Gordon, but it was not a good ball. It's getting to the 60-minute mark. Was there going to be a hydration break very soon? It's out for a goal kick. Hit the likes, people. England 3, Croatia 2. Yeah, dangerous on set pieces, and yeah, definitely need another goal. I think we've got control of this game now, but you know, if it's 3-2 with 3 or 4 minutes to go, you never know what can happen. A nice ball from Pickford finds O'Reilly, who controls it really nicely there. Drops it back off to John Stones. Stones under pressure, clears it long ball upfield, gets the free kick. Perisic, he's gone quiet this half, hasn't he? He was excellent in the first half. Konsa back to Pickford. Ball forward from Pickford. It's out of play. Don't get sloppy now, England. You've had a great start to this half. Don't start getting sloppy again. Free kick to Croatia. Kovacic. Is it time for a few changes for England now? Gvardiol. England put a lot into that first 15 minutes. Yeah, I've just said that, Mick. We dropped a bit flat. Pickford started to boot the ball again instead of the passing. And then Bellingham's pressing by himself. We're not pressing in as a team. We need to press as a team again, like we were before. Ball forward from Croatia, headed down by Konsa. That's better. Stones finds Reece James. And he finds Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson's been very deep. That's a better ball from Pickford into Rice. O'Reilly does well. Still going. Oh, he's lost it though. Now Croatia pouncing on it. Ball forward into the box. Stepped inside. Steps. Is that a corner or is that a goal kick? Yeah. It's a good break. Perisic is claiming it's a corner. Yeah, bounced off his knee. It's definitely a goal kick. Just need to start passing. Need maybe a couple of changes, maybe just to freshen it up. This is better though. Madueke and Bellingham linking up nicely. Played inside to Anderson. Nice touch from Anderson. Gets the free kick. Konsa to Anderson to Reece James. Madueke. No, Bellingham, sorry. Reece James. Madueke out wide now. Bellingham. Poor touch. Drops it off to Konsa. Back to the halfway line. England just trying to settle it down a bit, but I still think they need to play with that tempo. That's better. Now Gordon steps outside. Can he get to the byline? Nah, he's just running out of grass. It's not been his game, has it, Gordon, today? Not been his game. Need a couple of substitutions. Pasalic and Matanovic coming on. Musa, the goal scorer in the first. I don't think he's hardly had a touch, has he, this second half? Are England going to make any changes? It's 3-2. Kane with 2 goals in the first half, a penalty and a header from a corner. Then Baturina scored a cracking goal for Croatia. Musa scored a nice volleyed finish after poor defending for England. And England started the second half like a rocket. And Bellingham scored in the 47th minute with a smart finish. Konsa stepping forward. That's much better from Ezri Konsa. Reece James picks it up, goes back to Konsa. He's going to go back to Pickford. Pickford's taking a few chances there. Gets the free kick though. I think we'll have a hydration break, won't they, in a minute? Ball forward from Reece James, looking for Madwecki. Madwecki though pulling on Gvardiol, but Gvardiol does well. Perisic back to Gvardiol, who clips it forward. Nice bit of play, but Konsa reads it well. Drops it off to John Stones, who plays it back to Pickford. Rice back to Stones, into O'Reilly. O'Reilly to Gordon. Nice turn from Gordon, but drops it off to Declan Rice. Anderson. Back to Stones. Across to Konsa. Konsa, little check back. Gives himself a bit of space. Now across to John Stones. Out to Declan Rice on the left-hand side. Cuts inside. Konsa. Ball out wide. Madwake's got time and space to run. Clips it over to Harry Kane. Harry Kane heads it on. Anthony Gordon's got time and space. Hits the shot. It's blocked. And good tackle from Bellingham, and it's a throw-in to Croatia. And that's the break. Morgan Rogers to come on. Saka to come on. I said, didn't I? 20 minutes. Rogers coming on. Yeah. Gordon. Yeah, he was. It was poor. Yes, it does. It gets added on. That's why they've had that's why they had 5 minutes added on at the end of the first half, and they'll probably have about 6 minutes added on here. Big chance for him. Yeah, we need his defensive duties to be on point. Needed to got 20 odd of you in the chat. Hit the like button if you just joined, if you haven't already. Oh my word, what the hell's this? Tactics board. What is this? This is fascinatingly bad. Just looking at that the third goal, and little fours, groups of 4 in the wide areas. Good finish, good goal. Lovely ball from Anderson. He spotted the run. Very interesting, aren't they, these hydration breaks? Because it's just based, like you say, like Rich said, it's basically an extra team talk. Declan Rice off. Yeah, it's very amateurish. I don't understand why they've got a chalkboard. Like, surely they could have some sort of, like what they do in the tactics board, some sort of AI thing. It's just very, very, very weird. So Rogers and Saka to come on. Rice is coming off. He always looks knackered, doesn't he, Declan Rice? Gordon's coming off. Is Rashford coming on as well? Must be. Yeah. So I think Madueke was probably decent. Gordon was very quiet. So as Bellingham dropped back. Long kick forward by the goalkeeper. Konsa does well. But now Croatia on the attack here. Oh, good play by Anderson and snaffled away by Konsa to Saka. Nice little step over. Gets a free kick for England. Yeah, 4-1, 4-1. So it'll be Pickford to take this free kick. Interesting to see if any more substitutions are made. I tell you what, Kane's been quiet, hasn't he, this second half as well? Very quiet. Oh, ref says play on. Rogers steps into the box. Lovely play to Saka. Oh, that was nice play from nice link up from Rogers and Kane there. But Kovacic coming forward. But again, blocked out, and Bellingham does well. Reece James does well and plays back to Pickford. Yeah, Bellingham's done some good stuff. Read the game well. Clip ball, crossfield from Reece James now. Oh, Rashford almost gets in. Croatia going to take more chances here. That's great tackle from Bellingham. Brilliant tackle. Yeah, Rashford was very close to that. Rogers trying to press the keeper. Croatia still will look dangerous, though. They haven't really had any chances, though. I'm not tempting fate, I hope. Coming forward now. They look dangerous. They just passed the ball sharp. Headed away by Stones. Bellingham just gives it away there, though. Down the line. It's getting into the box now. Hits the shot. Great save from Pickford. Rogers holds him up. And Elliott can clear. Oh, Rashford was waiting for it there. That's what I said. It's dangerous. I said it was dangerous. Great save. Good, strong push away. I'm not quite sure about us down the flanks. The fullback, Nico O'Reilly, he's defensively very, very suspect in position sense. Reece James been much better this second half, but yeah, fullback just in behind, which don't look great. Sidestep Bellingham. Bellingham's looking a bit tired there. Not the power in the shot though, and Pickford can easily claim that one. Last 15 minutes, so we've got to be careful here. I think Bellingham maybe come off and get a central midfielder on. It's Croatia who've stepped it up. They look a lot fresher. They look a lot sharper. Kovacic's running things in that midfield. Ball out wide again. Got beaten down the sides. Great tackle from Stones, but it's a corner. Oh, he's offside. Thank God for that. It's going to be another couple of changes here for Croatia. They're throwing everything at it. Yeah, Pickford save. Good save there. Pasalic is off and Vlasic is on. Baturina is off and Kramaric, because yeah, he's been around for a long time, hasn't he? Kramaric. Konsa does well to get the free kick. He's had a better second half, much better second half from Konsa. Here comes Bellingham coming off. It's just getting a bit tired towards the end, but it's been a good performance from Jude. Very good performance in general. Give the ball away a few times, but that second half, that first 15, 20 minutes of that second half, he was the driving force and he got the goal. So Jed Spence is on. So Reece James has gone into centre and midfield. Wow. Bizarre. See what Reece James is like in central midfield then. So he is playing a right back in central midfield. Or has he gone 5 at the back? Konsa just got something on it, and then Elliot Anderson headed it away. But England just looking a bit of a mess. Haven't got hold of the ball. Kramaric now. Oh, great turn. Now the cross comes in, punched away, hit the volley, and it's miles over. Why didn't Pickford catch that? It's a poor punch out from Pickford. It's bizarre. I mean, he doesn't take Trent because he doesn't want to put players out of position, and he puts Reece James into central midfield. Well, it's been an eventful game anyway. Headed up in the air by Kane. Just haven't got the ball. I haven't got hold of the ball in any way. Not got Saka into the game since he's come on. Rodgers has had one little run with it. We haven't got Rashford in the game. Here's Rodgers. Can he drive forward? He's got Spence ahead of him. Spence getting in behind. Jed Spence. Oh, what a save! England on the attack still. Elliot Anderson to Rashford. Drops it back to Nico O'Reilly, but that was brilliant from Rodgers. And Jed Spence with a great run forward. Rashford now. Attacking down the left-hand side. That's a good tackle by the defender. And he comes away with the ball, but Reece James steps in. Oh, it's a free kick, though, to Croatia. Yeah, their goal is had a phenomenal game. I think it's been about 10 or 11 shots on target, hasn't there? Still looking dangerous, though, Croatia. Well played by Nico O'Reilly. Rashford doesn't need to give it away here. No messing about, gets it clear, but it's only to a Croatian player, Kovacic. Dangerous passes here. England, everyone behind the ball. Goes out wide. This is backs against the wall here. Clipped over. Well done by Pickford, but he's fell over. Kramaric. Couple of little dummies. Low crossing, but Saka gets it clear. Kovacic again. Croatia putting England under all sorts of pressure here. Can Rodgers? Oh, Rodgers almost got into it. Kane trying to press. It's clipped over to the back post, but well read by Saka. Gets it clear, but it's only as far as Kovacic. Kovacic running towards the edge of the box. Hits the slow shot, but it didn't have enough power on it. Pickford drops onto it. But he looks dangerous. Yeah, you can see it coming, mate. You can. They look so dangerous when they're coming forward. Their passing is incisive. Throw into England though. Last 6 minutes plus injury time, so there'll be a bit of injury time as well. Let's get Rashford and Rodgers on the ball. Konsa now. Jed Spence into Reece James. Little ball to Saka. It's better. Saka, nice little dummy. Plays it onto Morgan Rodgers, who helped it onto Jed Spence. Saka, though, pounces on it. Plays it out to Rashford. Rashford, come on. Rashford cuts inside, hits a shot. Oh, yes! Marcus Rashford with the goal. 4-2. Game over. That's it. Lovely goal. Lovely finish. And that's it. Game, set, and match, England. That will calm all of the nerves. Brilliant play from Saka into Rodgers. Rodgers helped it onto Jed Spence, but it was blocked by the defender. But Saka pounced on it, plays a lovely ball to Rashford, cuts inside the defender, and then a lovely inside the foot finish with his right foot and into the net. And it's 4-2. Lovely finish by Marcus Rashford there. There's the three Lions. And now Mark Gahey on for John Stones. So we've seen 2 out of 3 Villa players tonight. But that should be it now. Great play from Elliot Anderson winning the ball, but Croatia come out with it. They're going to try and go for it. Reece James stepping in. He's actually looked all right when he's been in central midfield. Kane finds Ezri Konsa. We do need to sort that defence out, though. It's down the sides. It's behind the fullbacks. And we've been guilty of ball watching a few times. But first game, got to get the 3 points. And that's what's happened. Nice ball from Reece James. I tell you what, Jed Spencer's added a bit of pace, hasn't he? Kane pressing the goalkeeper, forcing him to go long. Gahey wins it to Nico O'Reilly. O'Reilly drives forward with it. Finds Jed Spence. Back to Ezri Konsa. That's a nice bit of play. And Mark Gahey can play it forward. Finds Elliot Anderson. Anderson. Nice ball inside to Harry Kane. Back to Reece James. Konsa running onto the ball. Finds Morgan Rogers. Steps it out to Jed Spence. Saka. Rogers was running in behind there. This time he gets it. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. Just a bit too much on the pass. It's good play from England. Looking nice and confident. Yeah, we have seen 3 Villa players, yeah. Yeah, most competitive game, definitely. It has been a good game of football. Yeah, I think that's been the case for me. I think that 16 quarterfinals on this evidence. I mean, you've got to think they should get better as the tournament goes on and get used to playing. But there's a few issues with this team, definitely. Against a better side. In terms of more ruthless attacking, we just really struggled today. Saka, though, clips it in. And it's out for a throw-in. Is Kane hurt? Or is he just resting? Oh, he just took a little clip. I think he'll be all right. Rashford press in there, does well, but the defender steps inside nicely. Rogers trying to get back. Anderson trying to step in, but Croatia they've played well this. I mean, they play anything like this in their next 2 games, Croatia will get through this group quite comfortably. Well played by O'Reilly there. That was better. Anderson, nice and calm there. Finds Gahey. Gahey finds Reece James. Kane. England now looking a lot more comfortable with their passing. Rogers almost gets through. And Harry Kane steps in. Good tackle. Well, thank you very much for joining. We'll be finishing up very soon. Should potentially looking at doing another one. When's England's next match? Is it next Wednesday? So we'll see if we can jump on then. We'll have another few shows between. We'll do a bit of transfer talk show. We'll do another fans forum next week as well. So there'll be plenty more to come on the channel. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, watching it with me. It's been an entertaining game. Be interesting to see what the fallout is, what the reactions are on the phone-in shows. I think England have definitely deserved to win, but there have been a few issues that have arisen that they need to try and solve. But Croatia have been good. They've definitely been good opponents. So into the last 3 minutes. Perisic. Plays a 1-2. Kramaric hits the shot. Head clipped away by Rashford. Can England win it? Yeah, Saka. Oh, is that giving a free kick? Oh, thought Saka was in. Okay, Tuesday. Following Saturday, yeah. Okay. Switch ball from Kovacic to Perisic. Jed Spence does well, but it's a corner. Corner to Croatia. Headed across. Oh, great block. England now on the break. Rashford striding through. He's got Saka outside. Saka. Rashford. Rashford's in. Oh, good defending. He tried to cut across again. It's a goal kick. I think that was Kane, blocking that. Vardy hit the shot. Yeah, it was Kane. Goal-saving block there. Rogers tried to header it away, but ended up flicking it. Up the Villa carry, yeah. Rogers doing well. And gets the free kick. Don't think there's been a yellow card, has there, in this game? Panama next, yeah. Whoa. Nice play. Kane looking for his hat-trick. Nice little play from Rogers there. And I think that'll be it. Nice claim by Pickford, and that's it, I think, as soon as he kicks it. And that's it. England 4, Croatia 2. Very good match in terms of the tournament. England will be glad to get the 3 points. Kane with 2 goals. Bellingham with the 3rd, and Marcus Rashford put the icing on the cake for a 4-2 victory. But it wasn't easy for England, but they got the 3 points, got the job done, and take a big step into the next round. And Panama next. They should be confident with that one. And it finishes England 4, Croatia 2. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you for the watch along, for joining me on the watch along. Like I say, be back next week. So join in for that. Look out for the shows on the channel coming through. Transfer talk shows, fans forums. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. And as always, remember, we all follow the Villa and England.